This is Jay-Z speaking on how he reacts to his family when they ask him for money. Let's see.
You have cousins. You got to go home for Thanksgiving and people are talking to you like Kevin Hart.
I'll fight you after this.
And you going home for solace. You want family.
You're going home for peace of mind.
You going home for peace of mind.
And they don't give you that
and your
because
cousin
you're not
your cousins in your grandma's living room saying, yo, man, I got this play. I want to, if you just give me, you know what I mean? 4,800, I could make you 2 million. You like, it don't work like that, fam. And you got to explain to him, like, life isn't like that. Money isn't free, and no one's giving out opportunities. If it sounds too good to be true, it's really. And then he like, oh, you don't believe in my dream.
Now I saw that in real time, you know, and I think I don't think Jay-Z is wrong in any way, shape, or form. And I know people, and I don't know if he said 4,800 or 4 to 800.
4,800.
Did he say 4,800 or 4 to 800, meaning thousand?
4,800.
I mean, I heard 4,800.
I heard 4,800 too. Somebody told me that he was saying 4 to 800.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what the number is. And everybody's saying because of what his net worth is, literally $4,800 is like a dime to him. What do you think of that, Schulz? Do you think Jay-Z is obligated, or any of us are obligated to give that kind of money? Now, I
think we're obligated to take care of our immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know where obligated. Obligated is a strong word.
I feel I have to take care of my parents.
Okay. Oh, parent. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think parents, bare minimum parents, but parents, siblings, like if we can take care of them, we should. Now, obviously, you have to create boundaries. Like if you have somebody.
Siblings?
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah, come on.
Siblings?
Yeah, siblings. Siblings is included in that. They have to deal with your ass the entire time.
Let's say, for example, your sibling, let's say you don't care about your sibling at all, but you care about you and your perception, and your sibling was homeless on the street. Now you look bad.
Ooh. How do I look bad for the choices that they made?
You're great.
That's fucking crazy. How do I look bad for the choices they made? What if, you know, people don't see, and this isn't my family at all, but what if people didn't see all the times we spent money on rehab for said sibling and tried to get said sibling clean?
I think there's a
said
different,
sibling might have had an alcohol problem
There's a
or
different scenario,
a drug problem,
for sure.
and so they ended up homeless on the street. You can only do but so much for people.
We're talking about under normal circumstances.
How do you know what is the normal circumstance? I'm just trying to say, how do you end up
I feel like
homeless under
Charlotte
normal
is just your mama. That's the only person you got. Just your mama. Is that it?
Now, I will say in regard to siblings, I'll do it because you're my mama's child.
So you're doing it for your mama?
Yeah.
That's great.
Straight up. I do it because it's my mom's child. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I love my siblings, but like I'm not.
God forbid your mama passes, what happens?
They still my mama's kids at the end of the day.
But she not here.
But here's the thing. My mom, and this is true story. Everything I'm saying right here is true. My mom is the filter. So when I get those weird requests from family members, she's the first person I call. Because two things about this conversation. Number one, if you don't have it to give, or you've never been asked for that kind of money, I don't care about your opinion on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But those of us who do have that, this scenario happen to us quite often, you gotta have that filter. I call my mom every single time and say, such and such asked me for such and such. Because I need to know, you know, number one, is this a legitimate claim? Or when she thinks it's absolutely crazy, I know I'm not bugging. Because I get some weird requests. And the requests I hate are the requests like, I really do treat it like a lender. Like if you go to a lender's gonna look at you and a lender's gonna say, does this person have the ability to repay this loan? And the lender's gonna say, what financial history does this person have that they've made this kind of money before, right? If you don't have that, how you gonna ask me for $5,000 and tell me you're gonna pay me back in a month? You've never had $5,000. How you gonna ask me for $10,000?
I mean,
and tell me you're gonna pay me back in a month? You've never had $10,000.
So I think some would say like, hey, if you're a billionaire, so what if they don't pay you back? It's family. Some would say that.
That's a person who's not a billionaire saying that. That's a person who hasn't worked for that money. That's a person who did not put in the same blood, sweat, and tears that you did to acquire what you have. And so now that I've done all of this work and I've accumulated this amount of wealth, you think I should just give it to somebody.
I think sometimes giving it to somebody saves their relationship.
Yeah.
Because lending money to someone that you know most likely won't be able to pay you back, you guys are no longer friends.
Don't ask me for a loan then.
But sometimes,
Tell me, just let it be a gift.
okay, how about we look at this two ways? One way is I completely understand what Jay-Z is talking about and empathize with what he's talking about. So 100% I get it. And what you said earlier is so few people are even in that position.
That's right.
So it's like not very relatable. What's more relatable is having a dream and having a rich relative that might be able to support your dream. So everybody listen now got a relative that got a few bucks, and then they're thinking, well, shit, if he only gave me this money, I could start my business, I could open my restaurant, I could open my whatever.
Write up a business plan then. Treat me like you would treat a bank.
Yeah.
Don't just come to me and ask me for money.
But if I had Jay-Z's money, I'm not giving you and I even kind of hold this practice as is now. It's like, if I give you something, I'm giving it to you. I'm not gonna loan it to you if I don't think you pay me back, because now our relationship is done.
That's right.
Every time I see you buying something for yourself, I'm like, oh, word, you owe me $5,000, but you bought yourself a new vacation with you and your girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have friends, for example, like they don't have maybe the best relationship with like their parents, and their parents will always talk about how they too broke to visit, but then go on vacations and shit. So there's this resentment and animosity. It's like, are you broke or you not broke?
Yeah.
You too broke to visit me?
Yeah.
You're not too broke when you got something to do. So in that situation, if I want to help somebody, I'm giving it.
Yeah, I have no problem helping. But to your point, if you say, yo, man, I'm a little behind on rent, or, you know, I need a new alternator on my car, something like that makes sense, practical, yo,
Take
here. But this is what I hate. If I give you the money, don't go ghost on me. Because I'm not asking you for the money back. But now you feel like, damn, I told him I was going to pay him back in such and such couple of weeks.
And you did it, so now he got to act different.
Absolutely, but I'm not looking at you for that.
Yeah, but you said loan,
Yeah.
and y'all agreed to a loan. That's why you just give him the bread.
But you know what happens in those situations too? Nah, bro, don't even worry about it. Here, you can, nah, I'm gonna pay you back. Nah, don't worry about it. Here, nah, I'm gonna pay you back. I told you, don't worry about it. Now, you ghosted me, not picking up my phone call, and I told you it's all good, but you feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
I mean, loaning someone money is also another way to stop a relationship you don't want anymore.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
if you loan somebody money, you know they're not gonna pay you back.
Yeah.
They ain't calling. They ain't asking to hang out.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to. It's
Yeah.
like, I basically paid you $1,000 or $500 to never have to deal with this person that I
Yeah.
know is on some fuck shit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something else. I hate entitlement. And not only do I hate the sense of entitlement that some people have that are your family members, I hate the sense of entitlement that social media has with this conversation. How you just gonna tell me just because I'm a billionaire, I should just give it to you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by the way, this is the other thing we're not taking into consideration. Jay-Z actually knows his cousin. We don't.
He knows business.
He might know this ain't the person to give that to. I'm sure he's looked out for different family members with money, you know, over the years for different things. He knows this ain't the person. Just like we know in our families right now,
Oh.
this ain't the person.
I mean, outside of money, you just got to be more precious with your time. Like, how much of your time are you going to spend around people that you just really don't fuck with or have a
Yeah.
history of not fucking with you? Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of times we do it just because we got the same last name. That don't really mean shit to me.
That's all I'm saying. Y'all looked at me crazy when I said siblings earlier. I don't give a damn that we got the same last name. Have you helped me build anything that I have? You know what I'm saying? If anything, you should be trying to say, yo, can I get a job?
Bruh.
That's more popping than, let me get some money.
I also think people are focusing on the wrong thing, because he just said he turned it down because they didn't understand you can't turn 4,800 into 2 million. It wasn't like I'm turning your request down because I don't got it.
Yeah.
And I think people are focusing on
Oh,
the
we
wrong
know he
thing.
don't got it.
Yeah.
Imagine Jay-Z telling you he don't got it.
I mean, that'd be great.
No, but I mean, that's why people are mad at him. It's like, yo, you're a billionaire, 4,800 is nothing to you. And he's like, no, the reason why I'm turning this down is because you just don't understand the business. That's why I'm not.
Listen, Jay-Z is an investor. He's made millions and millions of dollars investing. If you had a worthy investment, he would invest in it.
Absolutely.
You didn't come to me with a good business plan.
Yeah.
Treat me the way you would treat the bank. If you was going to the bank and asking for a loan, you would have a whole business plan written
But
out.
we do have that kind of entitlement with family. And I understand certain circumstances, right? Like, let's say, for example, your older brother kind of raised you, or your older
am the
sister
older
raised it. You are the older
Moses,
brother.
I look out for Moses. Love Moses.
So it's like, let's say, for example, well, then it's your fault the siblings are fucked up. If you raised them.
No, my siblings ain't fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
were saying they was fucked up.
No. I was just using a hypothetical scenario of saying like siblings. Like,
No,
I'm
I
not
hear you.
entitled to take care of no
Got
siblings.
it. So basically what I'm saying is like, let's say there are a lot of people who like were kind of pseudo raised by their siblings, and those siblings had to sacrifice a lot for, let's say, me or you to be where we are. Like, let's say we were raised by older siblings. So I understand someone in that situation going, I want to take care of you. I want to make sure your life is good because you couldn't chase your dreams because you were feeding me when mom was working too. Shit, like, I understand that dynamic.
Yeah.
But a random cousin that got the same name as you, that you barely see ever, never wish you happy birthday, never nothing, and all of a sudden you got money, you popping, and they're like, yo, let me get something. I understand why people are like, hey, chill.
Yeah.
What you just said is very true too, right?
Because people sorry to interrupt, people take advantage of the fact that you guys have the same name.
That's right.
But what means more to me is the investment that you've made in my life and the investment I made in your life. I don't care if we got the same last name and you doing that, how lucky am I? I got family, I got brothers doing that. But if we don't have the same name and you invested in me, I want to invest in you.
That's right. And one of y'all, I think it was Al, one of y'all said something about perception earlier, right? That's the other thing they bank on. If you're a person in the public eye,
Oh yeah, you're an asshole.
yeah, they can't wait to be like, yeah, this motherfucker don't do shit for us, blah, 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 this and that. But when I do, you ain't on social media with that.
Oh no, you want all the credit.
Yeah.
I started my new business by myself.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, man, that shit is very, very difficult and it's a very tight rope to walk. Because I know people who've gone damn near broke trying to take care of all the people around them.
And it's admirable that you want to take care of people, but sometimes there's better ways to take care of people. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you can't take care of your family.
I got kids, word up, and a wife. I got a whole other legacy that I'm building over here.
Not only you
know
got
what
kids, but you want them kids to have kids. You want grandkids.
That's
you want to
right.
spoil all them.
That's right.
So I do get that. I think at the end of the day, it's like there are people that I've been fortunate enough in my life. You've been fortunate enough in your life that have like played these major roles. They love you. They hold you down. They could be family. They could be friends you met in entertainment. And I'm sure you're still trying to work with them, help them in any way you can to help them succeed and thrive because they poured into you.
That's right.
So you pouring into them. And then there are people who maybe didn't pour into you. There are people out there talking shit about you. Oh, look at this motherfucker radio host, want to be a radio host, getting fired every single time they laughed at you on Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Now they're asking for, oh, I'm going to open up or whatever. Can you give me a loan?
That's right.
I know you.
Yeah.
You remember all the fucking...
Oh, man, I love those. Those are the ones I make sure I do stuff for their grandmas and their mamas. I love it. I love it. Ain't nothing like being home for Thanksgiving and your grandma looked at you and said, that McKelvey boy is so sweet. He came over here and he just gave us all his food. He bought the church robes. And oh, man, it
So
drives
you
a
are-
hater crazy. When the grandma or mama loves you, I'm telling you,
like
do
that.
something for a grandma or mom.
That's fine.
Yo, you got a hater out there? Do something for their grandma or mama for the holidays, yo.
yeah,
And they gotta hear about the nice thing that you did for them during the holidays. Oh, they'll be ready to kill you by New Year's.
They got to eat the turkey you made. You bought the turkey. Yo, how my turkey taste? How my turkey taste, bro?
Yo, Shaq, tell me how my turkey tastes.